All right, hello, and welcome back to some more EXAPUNKS. And I'm just looking here at the Zine Volume 2, and we've got the documents about the Redshift console, which has this gimmicky 3D mode, and has all of this cool stuff. Frame synchronization, how to wait, familiar concept if you've done game dev before. Redshift VM includes a special wait instruction that isn't part of the core EXA standard. It allows you to pause until the next frame synchronization. There's data files. There's a whole graphics system. Oof. Yeah, you can edit these sprites right to this register. There's a built-in font. There's a collision system. There's an audio system. There is a lot here. And to be honest, I think we're not going to mess with it because this is not the sort of thing that I think we can come up with something clever in maybe 20 minutes. So maybe, I don't know, if I spend some time off off the video messing with this and come up with something cool, I may do a walkthrough of that. But there's not, oh man, this does seem cool. We can generate square waves and triangle waves and noise channel and I like it. But not quite right for this series. We're going to jump back into kind of the more sequential and test-driven stuff. So let's dive right into it. Alrighty, so can we mark this as? Oh, sure. Let's mark this as complete. Yeah, no, I feel inappropriate doing that. Okay, digital library project. Copy requested books on various topics from a digital library. Okay, time for some research. Human physiology, human morality, your usual topics. Yeah, I guess so. Wait, am I really that predictable? I'll have to change things up soon. Let's get those books. All right, so we're going to steal some books. Ooh, it even looks like a library. I like it. Books are stored in the host corresponding to the first digit of their call number, while a book's file ID is 200 plus the last two digits of the call number. Okay, so book 512 is going to be stored in the host 500 to 500-599 as file 212. Okay. Duplicate each of the books requested by Ember 2 and bring them back to your host. The call numbers for the books Ember 2 wants are available in file 300. Okay, so the first one, EXA is just going to grab 300. What is this? Okay, new files, cool. Grab 300 and test end of file and yeah, let's mark loop, and we will read, or sorry, copy F to M, test end of file, jump false, false jump to loop, and that's it. Do we have to keep file 300? I guess we do. All right, so let's drop the file, and then we're done. Never request more than one book from the same host. Okay. Oh, interesting. Next one. Okay, so actually, then if we just put something, yeah, maybe we're not going to use the M register. Maybe we'll just create spawners to do this for us. Yeah, so I'm going to copy F into X, although, what is in 300? 512. So 512, yeah, we'll just do that, and then we'll REPL ourselves a getter. REPL get book. Seems logical enough. And then we'll mark get book. Now, of course, you are going to halt. So we're basically creating two programs here. This one is just reading through everything and creating a getter for everything. And mark get book is going to have to actually do the navigation. So we will link 800, and X does have the information that we need. So we need to get the host, which is, so let's copy, or so we'll divide X by 100, store that into T. How do we get the dash? That's the part I'm confused about. What does this even do? This, I do not understand that. Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm even more confused because it doesn't seem like there are link things for us to do here. Does this gateway move maybe? Okay, so I spent an obnoxiously long amount of time trying to sort that out. Apparently, the links here are 800. We can follow 800 and basically walk up this chain of hosts, and that's all that we gotta do. Oh man, was I overthinking it or what? Okay, we will link 800. Yeah, okay, so cool. Let's get back to what we were initially doing. We now have the host name in our T register, so we can Let's see. We've got that. So we've got X. Yeah, we need to save X and we need to save T, which is frustrating, I guess. Yeah, so we don't actually care. We're not gonna look at the hostname values. Oh, no, yeah, that's fine. So then, yeah, okay, no, we're not gonna link 800 again. We're going to use T. We're gonna use the fact that T can be a value, and we're gonna say when it's 0, stop linking 800. So we'll say false jump, and we don't need to do a test because we already have the value that's 0 or not 0, meaning true, in T. False jump. Let's see. Right at that. Right. So mark movement. False jump to movement. Sub I T 1 and store that in T. And then, yeah, we still have the original thing in X, and then we'll mark right host, and we'll no op a couple times just so that we can easily catch this. Okay, so we're saying, hey, I am going to spawn a getter, and we spawned a getter who's going to go get book 512. And it is, yeah, okay, so it's subtracting. So basically, it's going to jump a bunch of times. Oh, wait, why is it not jumping? Oh, right. We didn't put the actual movement in there. Link 800. Yeah, so it's just that there's not an 800 label here, which I guess, 800 seems to be our outgoing address in most cases anyway. All right, now we are jumping around, and that's perfect. So we should jump. I want to keep an eye. I want to watch. Okay, so we've got a whole bunch of getters. Where is the first one? Oh, did we already get to no ops? Okay, I should have been paying more attention. So this first one, yeah, let's pop out XA0 and keep an eye on you. Right, I am watching you. You should be getting, so you should stop on host 500, hopefully. Oh, no, we didn't. F jump, movement. Oh, sorry, it should be true jump. That's why. We should jump back to continue moving so long as there is a value in T. Okay. Let's do that again. Oh, nice. It keeps this popped out for us. That's convenient. I like to have that one highlighted because that's the one we're paying attention to. And 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And now we say, hey, we're on the right host. Perfect. We're gonna need to get that value back because we're gonna need to backtrack, I guess. Actually, can we? I know 800 is the outbound, and I got that from just watching Scott Manley's video, frankly, because I could not figure it out, and I made sure not to look at anything else in there. Although it does seem like he's doing some crazy things. Let's try linking -1 and linking -1, and just see if that happens to work. See where XA0 goes from there. Can XA0 go back? XA0 seems to go back. Okay, good. So we can go back that same number of times. Or we could write using the M register, but that seems... Yeah, that seems tricky because we'd have to synchronize multiple books if we're to create a reader and a writer. And yeah, I'm not interested in that. Okay. So, since we're spawning so many of these, so we'll actually have to spawn things that bring them back. Okay. So, right host means that we just need to... though we do need to... we need to copy the file, not steal the file. So we are going to need to spawn something else. So, assuming that we found the thing, let's grab the book that we're looking for. Although we don't know the book that we're looking for. We need to throw the book that we're looking for. It's 200, and let's see. I'm sure there's a cleaner way to do this, but we will... So X, the number that we have in X is 512. What we want is 212. We need to strip off this 100. So we'll say mod I X 100, and that's going to give us 12, and put that into T. And then we will add I T 200 and put that into T, and that should give us the 212. And that means that we can now grab T, and now we have the file. What we need to do is, let's see. We still have the value in X, so that's good. We need to REPL a reader. Yeah, because we can't write and read a file at the same time. We could pick the thing up, copy it into register, put the thing down, but that's a nightmare. We'll REPL a writer, and we need to mark a writer. And we need to make sure that we halt here so that we don't accidentally jump into it. So we're creating a bunch of different programs inside this one exa. Okay, so then we're gonna tell the writer, we're gonna set mode. I need to look up the command for this because I think this is the first time that we're actually doing this. Although, actually, never mind. We can just keep the mode on local. What this means is that we're only going to be able to communicate with people in the same host. And hopefully that's going to be fine because we won't have too many people passing through the same host at the same time. Though, who knows? We could end up in a sticky situation. No, we should be okay because if not, then we'll pause waiting until we can REPL, I assume. Okay, so then we assume that there's somebody listening on our local shared M register, and we will just write. So we'll, yeah, mark write, and false jump to write, test and a file. We're not using the T register or the X register anymore. We're just copying F to M, and then we're testing for the end of the file. If we're not, then we write. Otherwise, we drop it, and then we halt. Okay, so now we need to write the writer, and the writer's job is going to be to make a file. And then it's going to need to write the stuff to the file. Oh, one important thing is we want to send a terminating sequence so that the writer knows that we're done with the book. So let's do that as well. We'll copy -1 into M. Okay, so we're gonna make a file. We're gonna copy M into X, and then we'll say test. Actually, you know what? I think we can probably do is copy. Let's copy 0 into M, and then here we'll just copy M into T, and then we don't have to do any sort of test because it's already going to be in T. Yeah. So false jump. Or sorry. Yeah. Copy M to T, copy T to file, and then we will so T is still our truth or false register. That doesn't consume T, so we can now say if T is still true, then could jump back up to our mark read, jump to read, and then once T is 0, we won't jump to read anymore. So we're using 0 as our terminating sequence, which hopefully is not going to collide with any of these books. We'll see. I mean, it looks like they're all words, and so we should hopefully be fine. Although maybe they threw one of those in there. That's going to be a nightmare for us. Once we are done with that, now we need to make our way back home with the file that we have written. So to do that, we need to, div I X by 100 and put it into T. That's going to give us the number of times that we need to -1 ourselves. And so we will mark return, I guess. Link -1, sub I T 1T, T jump, return. So as long as we still have a value in T, go ahead and go into return. So continue walking back. And then do we need to walk back one more time? No, I think we're good. No, I think we need to go back one more time. Drop. Okay. So that's that's a whole bunch of stages. Let's see how this goes. We spawn one. They are looking for book 512. This is XA0. Let's keep an eye on it. It's going to jump into the right room. We've at least tested that. And now it goes, hey, I'm in the right room. So it is going to find the book number that it wants. It books number 12, 212, then it's going to grab file 212. Oh, shoot. I didn't want to do that. Stop. Is it... Okay, well, we have something else that... Oh, T00. Okay, XA0:0. So we do get to see kind of the children of the children. At least we haven't seemed to completely fail yet. No. All right, let's do this one more time. So we've created this file, and now we've created the reader. So hooray for us. Let's pop out the reader, because the reader is the one that I'm super nervous about. Yeah, XA00. Let's pop you out. So you are the reader. We want to keep an eye on you. You're making a file, and then yeah, XA0. Where's XA0? Man, we have a lot of replicas. Oh, XA0 is here. Oh, right, because this first one is already dead. It already spawned all of its stuff. So okay, we can just leave this as is. We are just copying stuff from the file into copy F into M. We copied 512. Oh, it is in the okay. 512 is the number at the top of the thing. Cool. You've got this file that you're writing, and you're doing that. So you're using the T as the temporary register. And yeah, so you are transcribing this book. We can step through that. And then we're using 0 as the terminal sequence. Okay, and now we should send 0. We send a 0. T is 0, and that means yes, okay. So we continue. We divide X by 100 and put that into T. So we knew we need to jump back 5 times. We go back 1. We're stuck. We got to wait our turn. And it's possible you can end up in gridlock. And we go there, we drop our file, and we are done. All right. Let's see how that goes. Oh, man. Not quite. Oh, okay. So we've managed to transcribe the 0 into here. Yeah. Oops. Don't want to do that. Okay. That should be easy to fix, though, I think. Let's seek -1 and then just void. Yeah, we'll void, so we'll just remove the last thing that we entered in the cursor, which, you know, shame on us, but also it's fine. I mean, in theory, there's probably a better way that we could write this loop, but that's okay. So we have these 3 different programs, and they seem to be running. Here we go. And yeah, we didn't add a 0. And there we go. Test run 1 is complete. And okay, these ones are transcribing their books. That test 2 is complete. So this is going to take quite a while, but we'll speed this up. Oh, look at that. We managed to do this in not too many cycles because we're doing all of this crazy spawning. Size is meh, activity is meh, but okay, you know, I'm happy with this. So that one was interesting. Processing, yes, this is what I wanted. You read them all already? Maybe. Is that weird? I read the same way any normal human reads, by analyzing patterns of word recurrence and deriving correlations between concepts implicit in statistically significant word clusters. Of course. Alrighty. I'm hungry. What are some good snacks? Okay, so I think we're going to call it there for that one, because that that was kind of crazy. That was an intense one, and frankly, I'm proud of it. So looks like in the next video, we will be creating a hit single by inserting it into the playlist of multiple radio stations. So tune in, for that in the next video, and I will see you then. Cheers.